Hi, Namaste. This is Keshava Kumar. Today I would like to explain how to conduct the field test and what is field test. I mean, what is addition test. So why we have to conduct the addition test, why we are conducting. So I will explain to you because already from last 3-4 days I am receiving some messages from Oman, UAE and Indonesia also. So that is why I am uploading this video. So what is addition test, what is field test, and why we have to conduct field test and addition test, what we are going to check. So why we are conducting field test, that means you can say addition test. So the bonding in between client and the vendor material. So what is client material? What is client material? The client material is pipe. So the client material is pipe and the vendor material is heat shrink sleeve. So the addition, the bonding in between pipe and the heat shrink sleeve, and it may be heat shrink sleeve or cold applied tapes, whatever it may be. So let us discuss for heat shrink sleeves now. Okay, so the client is supplying pipes and the vendor, the contractor purchased heat shrink sleeves from the vendor. So now after applying heat shrink sleeves, we have to check the addition test after 24 hours as per the specifications or standards, whatever it may be. Okay, so addition test, the bonding in between client material and the vendor material. So normally in the universe, in the in the worldwide, people will follow only two standards, DIN EN 12068 or ISO 21809-3. So ISO 21809-3 is for joint coating, field joint coating, and ISO 21809-1 is for mill coating, plant coating. So 3 is for joint coatings. Okay. So as per the standard, the required peel values, as per the standard, the required peel values are as per ISO standard 5 newtons per mm at 23 degrees Celsius and 1 Newton at 60 degrees Celsius. Even if you take EN 12068 standard, as per the standard, 3.5 Newtons at 23 degrees Celsius and 1 Newton at 60 degrees Celsius. So the process is the same actually. It may be 10 mm per minute or 100 mm per minute, whatever it may be. The force, peel force is, pulling speed is 10 mm per minute or 100 mm per minute, whatever it may be. So if you okay, let me explain that process. So what we have to do when you are conducting the addition test on steel portion, exposed steel portion, the exposed steel portion is called cutback area. So normally why we apply field joint coating, so to cover that cutback area. So I will explain to you in the next video what is cutback area, why it's called cutback area. I will explain in next video, another video. Okay, so when you are conducting the field test on steel portion, exposed steel portion, that is called cutback area. So you have to cut 25 mm width and 200 mm length. Once again I am repeating, the width of the peel strip is 25 mm and the length of the peel strip is 200 mm. So the cut should be up to the steel. You can hear that steel sound. So you have to cut 25 mm wider and 200 mm length. So if you want to conduct the addition test on existing coating, it may be FBE or it may be 3LPE or 3LPP, whatever it may be. So what you have to do, you have to cut the peel strip up to the existing coating surface. It may be 3LPE, 3LPP or FBE or DFBE, whatever it may be, up to the existing coating surface only, not up to the steel on overlap area. So on the steel you have to cut up to the steel. Okay, so you have to cut 25 mm width and 200 mm length, and first 25 to 30 mm you have to remove along with the adhesive, because the sleeve itself 2 layers. Because you may apply 2 layer sleeve or 3 layer sleeve. Normally when you are applying 3 layer sleeve or 2 layer sleeve, whatever it may be, so what you have to do, you have to remove first 25 to 30 mm along with the adhesive. As I said earlier, the sleeve itself 2 layer. So the backing, adhesive in 2 layer, backing, adhesive and epoxy in 3 layer. So what you have to do, you have to remove first 2 layers, the adhesive and backing. You have to remove along with the adhesive, first 25 to 30 mm. Then what you have to do, you have to mark up to 200 mm. I mean every 10 mm you have to mark like 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. You have to mark up to 200 mm. Then you have to insert the clamp and you have to hold the gauge. So if the pulling speed is 10 mm per minute, if you are as per ISO standard 5 newtons per 5 newtons per mm at 23 degrees Celsius, then you have to start the force gauge. You have to hold the force gauge at the required value. So in case if it is not starting at 5 newtons at 23 degrees Celsius, you can increase slowly. You have to increase the value. So after 5 you have to increase 5.5 or 6, 6.5, like that. You cannot go from 5 to 10 kgs. So you cannot give extra mechanical force. So slowly you have to increase the force. So if it is not if the peel is not starting at 5 newtons, then you have to increase 5.5, 6 newtons, like that. So in case the peel starts at 7 newtons, if it is moving very fast, then you have to decrease the value. You have to control the value, because you cannot cross 10 mm within 60 seconds at 5 newtons. So that is why you have to adjust the values. So if it is not crossing 10 mm at within 60 seconds at 5 newtons, then it is acceptable. If it is crossing if it is crossing 10 mm within 60 seconds at 5 newtons, then it's a failure. So you have to adjust the force gauge. So you have to peel off entire 200 mm length. Okay, so this is the peel process. And if you are holding if you are maintaining that peel force, you are adjusting, so then you will not get any texture. Normally nowadays people are facing some texture issues. So actually if you are giving extra mechanical force, then the backing will try to peel off the adhesive, and adhesive will try to bond with the pipe. So what we are going to check the adhesion value in between the pipe and the sleeve. So when you are peeling off, so the adhesive will try to bond with the pipe, and backing will try to peel off the adhesive. So that time the fight in between my material, that means backing and adhesive. So in case if it is not bonded properly, then adhesive will disbond from the adhesive will delaminate from the pipe, but it is not delaminating. It is the backing is trying to peel off the adhesive, so adhesive is trying to bond with the pipe. That time actually there is some break even. So when you are giving extra mechanical force, so the adhesive will cracks. You will get some crack. I mean, cracks means actually the small microns, the layer, the top layer of the adhesive will come along with the backing. That is called texture. In case if there is an air void, you can find some black holes. If you are finding any black holes, that is air void. So air void is different and texture is different. Texture is acceptable. So you can avoid. You can control the texture also. If you are maintaining that, if you are following the method. What I explained, if you are following that peel method, then you will not get any texture. So in case if there is air voids, I will explain to you in another video how to avoid that air voids. Okay, so you have to hold that force gauge